Now, if you live in Florida, you know we got a lot of casinos in the state of Florida, but do you know how much money they make annually? Well, if you didn't, don't worry. I did some digging. Let's get into it. Now, first off, I gotta say, there are a lot of casinos in Florida. Not as much as Vegas, but we do gamble a lot in the state. Now, one of the most popular casinos that we do have here in Florida is the Hard Rock, all right? Which is owned by the Seminole tribe. But I noticed something when I was doing the research doing this. The state of Florida is squeezing money from these casinos. Now, if you don't know how the casinos work in Florida, is a lot of the casinos are on, Native American land, all right? That was part of the deal. They can make their own money. They can do gaming and profit off of gambling. But why does Florida make so much money from these casinos? Now, look, it's a lot of, casinos in Florida, like I said. But some of them are privately owned and not owned by natives. I didn't know that. But the major ones, they have to pay the state billions of dollars to be able to run these casinos. But then I'm thinking to myself, aren't they letting us just be here on their land? Now, in all, let's get to the money, okay? Now, in all the, casinos in the state of Florida, okay? They make on, average anywhere between 60 and 70 billion dollars, okay? Billion would it be annually. Now, out of that 60 billion, 70 billion dollars annually, they got to pay the state of Florida $5 to $10 billion. I guess they go off of how much they make, right? But I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, they're giving them way too much money to make money on their own land. It doesn't make sense to me. Now, this thing, this has been going on for years, over a century, all right? In the late 1800s, okay? You could start gambling here in Florida with, like, horses and dogs and stuff like that. But, around the turn of the century, around 1906, the first casino got here in Florida. Now, look, this is the first ever casino here in Florida, the Gulfport Casino, okay? And this opened up in 1906. And ever since the day that this thing opened, they was making money, all right? And it just dawns on me like, Florida don't even got to do nothing for this money. They don't even got to do nothing for this money. They just sit back and collect. Now, before I get out of here, I want to say this about Hard Rock, all right? Now, like I said, they're owned by the, Seminole tribe, company. But this brand, the Hard Rock brand, they purchased this in 2007. But ever since then, it's been the biggest, and I'm saying that with confidence, it's the biggest entertainment, dining, leisure, gambling brand of its kind since, which is pretty cool. So the more you know, gamble responsibly. Peace.